I hate to correct your grammar, but it's not way funner. It's way more funneriest. It's, I think, the more appropriate.
Fandom Arcade! Ready? Start!
Fandom Arcade. Welcome back to Fandom Arcade. I'm Evan Atwood.
And that's Evan Atwood.
And the person who just said that's Evan Atwood the second time was Daniel Sullivan.
Also Gary Oldman.
Also Gary Oldman, as all of us are portrayed
By Gary Oldman.
at all times.
Everyone is Gary Oldman.
It's true. So this...
Did we ever talk about our fan theory about Gary Oldman?
I think we just did.
Yeah,
That is that Gary Oldman is literally everybody.
One of the things that we were laughing about is like when you look at characters like of Gary Oldman's pantheon of characters like Zorg from Fifth Element or
there's
what's his
nothing
name
there.
from
Glad I'm not the only one who died there, though.
what's his name from Leon the Professional, Commissioner Gordon. All of these amazing roles that Gary Oldman does, he looks different every time. Dracula,
Yep.
always looks different. So one of the things we were laughing at is we were like sitting there going, it's like, I think Gary Oldman may in fact be everyone. And I remember I tweeted out at one point and I said, someone on the bus next to me looked really familiar. Turns out it was Gary Oldman. Everyone, and then I finished it with everyone is Gary Oldman, ... Gary Oldman, Gary Oldman.
Mm-hmm. Because it's true.
Gary Oldman's also Seal, you know?
Yeah.
Gary Oldman is also a seal.
He is also all seals.
Every seal.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, this is like it's starting to slowly move.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, and I was playing like, was Mario 3 the first to introduce the moving levels?
Maybe yes. I think you might be right. One of the things I love about Mario is how the shit doesn't make sense if you say it out loud, which is, if you eat a feather, you get a cape.
Yeah. I don't see why you find that weird. The first time I encountered the moving levels, even as a kid, when I was happy and free, it still filled me with so much anxiety.
Oh god.
I'm like, oh god. Those were always the ones like I just wanted to skip, and now that I'm like a grown-up with hopes and dreams and aspirations beyond constantly eating Lucky Charms, I actually really enjoy them.
I get that, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Oh, I bet there's something cool in there.
one of the things that I hate so much is the fact that it's like, relativity is always a factor. Mm-hmm. But every now and then I think about myself as a child and think about things that upset me or stressed me out and everything. I'm like, I was such an idiot.
Oh, that's something, yeah. Just like I was just then.
Although
this is a level called I Choo Choo Choose You, and it seems very very train based. I also hold out hope that
there's a Pokemon?
No, that is in some way a reference to The Simpsons. And one of the most adorable Valentine's card ideas that I have ever heard of. Was Ralph Wiggum got Lisa a Valentine, and it says, I Choo Choo Choose You. And it has an adorable picture of a train. Oh, come on.
One of Ralphie Wiggum's best lines ever was when they hybrid tobacco plants with tomatoes and make tobacco.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and then the tobacco juice.
I just remember when Ralphie eats one and says, this tastes like grandma. I want another one.
Yep.
And, God, when Bart has the tobacco, he says, this is awful. And it's a tomato.
Yeah.
And then he takes another bite and he says, I thought you said it was awful. I did. And then he throws the tomato down and stomps it out, but it's smooth and mild and refreshingly addictive.
Yeah.
The tobacco episode, I love that one.
Don't smoke, kids. It's super bad.
Also, if you're a kid and you're watching us, you're already pretty much on a terrible path. Mm-hmm. So, in that case, go for it. You have nothing left.
So I'm actually quite curious, Dan. So we do Fandom Workshop, which is an all-ages show.
You were curious about that?
I am. Hey, Dan, what is that show we do? What is those things?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I just, someone was obviously listening because I just noticed on our Twitch feed. Yo, dog, I hear you like Gary Oldman. So I put a Gary Oldman in the movie with Gary Oldman so Gary Oldman could Gary Oldman with Gary Oldman.
Yep.
Gary Oldman!
Yep. That is correct.
Okay, so what was your question?
My question is, it has become increasingly evident as we continue to... Haha, I got a cloud! Fuck y'all, I got a cloud. So
Fuck you all, I'm going to Cloudland.
yeah. On that note, it has become increasingly evident that we curse on Phantom Arcade. So it's not. Oh, I got a heart.
Choo-choo.
And I wanna.
So it's evident that we curse.
That we curse, and Fandom Arcade isn't necessarily an all ages thing.
I would say that's very fair.
How do you feel about that? I hadn't really given it much thought. It's kind of a more just us as buddies doing our thing. Oh, that is a dick move. Oh, that is a dick move. Just slowly watching him disappear into nothingness as he triumphantly gives the victory pose.
It's never. I've actually preferred Fandom Arcade to not be a all ages show.
I do too. I think limiting what we're talking about, limiting our language.
Well,
I think it reduces the honesty.
Well, and also when we first started Fandom Workshop, I had considered the possibility of it being more of a child-oriented show.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next on our list?
Next is more levels.
Awesome, more levels.
How are we doing on time?
Good.
Okay.
I had always considered it the possibility that it could be a more not child-friendly, but almost more child-oriented.
I never thought of Fandom Workshop as like a child-friendly show so much as it's just all ages.
Don't worry, it's not like I considered it like a child-friendly show. It was more like when we were originally hashing up the idea, I was kind of like all over the place going, it's like, well, maybe it'll be this, maybe it'll be that. However, so here's what I find kind of fascinating is that I feel like...
Hey Dan, you and I are both going to have to walk the dinosaur.
I gotta open the door first and get on the floor.
4.4 something % clear rate. So you know it's good.
But I think, what I enjoy most about what we do is the fact that we get to connect with our friends, too.
Absolutely.
About things that we're all familiar with, especially, you can say it's like, yeah, remember the fucking water levels when we were kids and everything like that.
Speaking of water levels, I think we should probably consider playing, was it Ninja Turtles 2 for the NES?
Oh, we had talked about it.
Was that the one with the notorious water level?
Oh, I think it was.
Yeah. Because I remember playing that as a kid, and that would be a fun one. So, Dan and I... I just walked right off the edge there. Dan and I both have a few games from our classiciest childhood. And I really want to get to those relatively soon, in terms of like when our episodes are being recorded and coming out and stuff. I know. I saw it too, Dan. Oh, that's
phrasing.
I was expecting to bounce off that blooper.
Oh, yeah.
But I had the star, so I just went right through it.
Hey, and we're not doing phrasing. We're doing butt stuff.
Said Ripley to the android bishop.
And also, you obviously...
I can make Archer references, too.
You obviously missed earlier in the episode, Mr. It's Kevin Jones on Twitch, because I told everyone about how I spent most of my Sunday in a gay bar. And not just a gay bar, like, it was a gay resort. The gayest of gay resorts.
Yep. It's where gay resorts go.
To have gay resorts.
Yep.
Gay resort. And I'm pretty sure...
It's basically a Pokemon at that point.
Which also, by the way, I'm
Gay
relatively sure that I saw Gary Oldman making out with Gary Oldman there.
who else would be better at making out with Gary Oldman than Gary Oldman?
And who else is worthy of making out with Gary Oldman?
And who else isn't Gary Oldman already?
Yeah, but it was like Zorg making out with the assassin from The Professional.
Hot.
I know, right? Duh.
Damn.
Oh, hey, someone chimed in and said it's the first TMNT NES game with the water level.
So it's numero uno.
Ooh, if we can get access to that, I would love that.
That would be awesome. So what would you say would be what's your Fandom Arcade bucket list? Let's
Fandom Arcade bucket list.
Yeah, let's get that out.
Goonies on NES.
Okay.
Let's see, Goonies on NES. I like that.
I think I just need to leap of faith.
Yeah, give it a
Because
shit.
I tried to go down that.
Well, everything about the coins is telling you to do it too. Oh
Yeah.
no, but go in the pipe. That would also be. Oh, you
No,
can.
I can't.
Okay, yeah. Do the faith. Do the faith.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Never mind. Oh. Dodge. Oh, I didn't dodge.
So yeah, let's see, Goonies on
Goonies on
NES,
NES. Goonies on NES.
Beetlejuice on NES,
Okay.
Castlevania 1 and 2.
Okay. In that order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Metal Gear Solid,
Oh,
Ground
come on.
Zeroes, and Phantom Pain.
In that order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Silent Hill 1.
Okay. Wait. Silent Hill 1 or... was
Not
it there?
Shattered Memories.
Not Shattered Memories. Okay.
I would love to play Shattered Memories, though.
Yeah. I should have got the
Super Metroid,
Okay.
Super Star Wars, and Super Empire Strikes Back.
Dang. Okay. That's pretty super.
Have you ever... Dude, those games were so awesome looking.
I never played.
Yeah, Super Nintendo Star Wars
Wait,
game.
no. Did I?
They looked so
No,
great.
I played the Star Wars game for the Game Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Different entirely.
And I really wanted to... I want to play Wario on Virtua Boy.
Oh, dude, how would we play a Virtua Boy? That would be
I'll figure it out.
quite the endeavor.
But another thing that I really want to do... actually, I don't want to do it. More like I did research and decided that this was a terrible idea.
Uh-huh.
But I found an alternative. I wanted to play the... Rocketeer on Super NES. I wanted
Dude.
I wanted you to play it.
Good.
I played it once when I was a kid, but I wanted you to play it. And I watched a little playthrough of one. It looks so stupid. The worst.
Yeah. I have heard it is not a thing for Rocketeer fans to ever want to play.
However, one thing though that I do want to do is the Rocketeer for NES.
Okay.
Not Super NES, but the NES one.
Yeah.
Oh, also Dick Tracy for NES.
Oh, that'd be fun. I like Dick Tracy. Oh, wait. Is that like the top-down drive around?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you could also get out and have like you could do side-scrolling levels, kind of like the same way that the second Zelda game was designed.
Okay.
Make Evan play the Virtual Boy, free LASIK eye surgery.
Yay! So you know it's good. Okay, so... Oh, come on! Hammer Brother.
You know, actually, it's on my list because I actually think that you and I would have a good time doing it, and it would be a fun way to maybe do half a session doing it.
Uh-huh.
But I have EA Sports Pro Tennis 2015.
Oh, cool.
And it's just a lot of fun. It's a great game.
Yeah. Nice.
And, you can play as... And also, you can play as McEnroe or Federer. So,
Yeah.
cross the generations.
Oh, God. This is
And also...
clusterfucking. It's clusterfucking, Dan. So, sorry.
Yoshi looks like he's holding in a load.
He is. So, Pro Tennis something?
Yeah, it's EA Sports.
Okay. Oh, that'd be fun.
It's a good game. And also, I'm definitely going to make Evan play the Virtual Boy. However... more than the Virtual Boy, I want him to play the 3DO.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How come?
Because it's the worst.
Yay.
Or CDI.
Oh, no! Oh no!
Oh.
I've totally forgot that I can't climb vines on Yoshi.
Your dojo hates you.
It's your turn, Dan.
Okay.
You gotta play this.
I'm on it.
Go do the thing. Yeah, okay, so my list.
Also, I think my list has like 40 other titles. I was just having a hard time.
Oh, dude, like, our list is constantly changing. This is just to put ideas in our brains. So, I would love to play, I think we talked about this before as well, Darkwing Duck.
Oh, yeah,
the NES.
and that's on my list, too.
Yeah, so Darkwing Duck was a game that Dan and I used to play.
All the time.
Back when we were kids. Yeah, like, some of my earliest childhood memories are hanging out with Dan over at his house and playing Darkwing Duck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, sorry, one I had to add to my list.
Oh, yeah.
Wu-Tang Clan made a fighting game for PS1.
That doesn't make sense.
I need it.
You need it? Like, are you sure?
Yeah. So you could play as any member of the Wu-Tang Clan, Method Man, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Huh.
RZA.
Huh.
But,
Okay.
so, damn it.
You can get a mushroom if you go left
Yeah.
on stage.
But so anyway, it's a fighting game, but they're all secret ninjas with their dojo, and it's like hip.
Okay, so it's the Wu-Tang, like, dojo clan.
Yeah.
Okay. The ancient order of the
But they also,
Wu-Tangs.
but so aside from the fact that you need to, stop the evil plot,
Uh-huh.
you also need to cut sick albums.
Oh, so it's both things.
Yeah, no, it's it's the group Wu-Tang Clan, but
Yeah.
they're just awesome ninjas. So aside from saving the world, you also got to cut sick beats.
Nice. Well, that's fun. That's a fun game, then. Huh. I did not know of such finery.
Nobody did.
Nope.
But I want it. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Well, it's totally fine. So Darkwing Duck, which we both agree we need to play. I also really want to play... Okay, so there's a couple games that as a kid I never beat. Possibly because they were just ridiculously difficult games. Possibly because I was just a tiny baby. But I really want to play... Because we never beat Darkwing Duck. As far as I'm aware. Oh, you have to wait for the thing.
Yeah, okay, now I got it. We never did beat Darkwing
Yeah.
Duck. Remember, it had a level selector, like you could choose.
Exactly, and it was always a matter of, like, we would just play a level and then kind of like, oh, we've been playing this for a few hours, and then we just stopped, and then when we went to
And
play
here
again,
we
just
are.
play a different one.
At 30, doing the exact same thing.
You know, it's just time flies in one direction and will never change.
Love that band.
Yeah. So, just glossing over that
I know.
as
it's a-
quickly as possible. So yeah, that was definitely one of those games. Another game that I, like, have notorious memories of is the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles game.
yeah.
So the Young Indiana...
Wait, the NES one or the Sega one?
The NES one. So the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles game starts where the... what's his face? Who's young Indiana Jones?
Sean Patrick Flannery.
Yes. Starts where the Sean Patrick Flannery...
The Boondock Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Boondock Indiana Jones. It starts where he comes into the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles series. Because if you remember, the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles wasn't just him. Like, the first season was entirely a little kid.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
then eventually became, like, teenage Indiana Jones, which most people remember as
Yeah.
Young Indiana Jones. So that game picks up where he starts, where he comes into the picture, and it starts like with Pancho Villa's fortress or whatever, and
Which they made a reference to in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
they did, because I think it's canon that that's like where he got his first whip.
Oh yeah, I think so.
So that's where the game starts, and I never got past that first part. I never did. And it has always kind of haunted me. So I want to be able to do that.
Okay.
So I'm excited to try my hand at that one now as a grown ass adult with sick video game
with bills
skills,
to pay.
with bills to pay and skills to pay them. So look what I did there. Dan, a Hammer Brother jumped into a clown car. That is the worst case scenario. That is worse than Bowser. A Hammer Brother in a clown car is worse than Bowser.
I just laughed too hard. I just died because I was laughing too hard.
Yeah. Another game that I never got very far in as a kid.
Ooh, Indiana Jones for SNES, absolutely.
Yep, also that. But another game that I was never able to get very far in as a kid was Bartman Saves Radioactive Man.
Right, I remember you were talking about that.
That one starts with just a nightmarish level that takes place in like the tire yard, like the junkyard at Springfield, and it is a cacophonous mess of bizarrely timed super jumps over pits of garbage.
You know what's funny is now I literally never had remembered it until the way you just said it. I remember renting it from the barber shop where we grew up, because when you were a kid you would rent video games at the barber shop.
Yep, that's how we grew up in the boonies. But yeah, like it was just the hardest thing in the world because there were so many like nearly frame precise jumps that you would have to make on these like tiny little platforms that made up the edge. Like you would have to go up a hill of trash, but the hill of trash was comprised entirely of like super tiny platforms.
Right.
And if you fell off of one, it was essentially like a bottomless pit that was, 50 feet wide. And you just had to do these frame precise jumps up and over it.
Next time on Fandom Arcade.
Yeah, we have been talking for like 20 minutes. So we will catch you in the next episode of Fandom Arcade.